Hello, my name is Kayla.
And I'm Lauren Ampus. I just want to start out by letting everyone know that the power went out in my apartment today and I couldn't straighten my hair and I had to come to school and straighten my hair. It was a mess. I also wanted to ask, how many of you have taken a shower today or the last 24 hours? Alright. How many of you are currently wearing clean clothes? Okay. How many of you have had a meal, a good meal, or just food in the last 24 hours or today? Okay. 4,000. It's a big number. It could be 4,000 items of clothing, 4,000 items of school supplies, or 4,000 pieces of clothes. 4,000 students drop out of school in the U.S. every year. 1 in 5. 1 in 5 of those students don't go to school because they haven't had a shower, they don't have clean clothes, and they haven't had a meal, or food in general. The last time they had a meal was 12 p.m. yesterday at school. 1 in 5 of those 4,000 students are being bullied because they don't have the proper hygiene products, they don't have clothes that fit them, or clean clothes in general, and they don't have the newest doggone mechanical pencil with the interchangeable erasers. This 4,000 is only increasing, and the attendance rate in schools is decreasing. This dropout rate is leading to a bad future for our students. It leads to higher incarceration rates, which leads to unemployment, which then leads to them being on government assistance in the future. Teachers, administrators, and companies, not only across the United States, but right here in Southern Indiana, want to make a change, and they want to see something be done, and they think they have the answer.
So instead of reading you our overall problem statement, we want to break it down for you to really understand what the underlying problem really is. So first of all, there's an abundant need. There is such need for resources for children in schools, and there's just so many different things that their parents cannot provide them here in Southern Indiana. The main things that we have found are clean clothing, school supplies, and hygiene products. Parents do not have the money to buy their kids the newest and latest clothing or the awesome school supplies that everybody else has. They have the most basic thing, or they don't have it at all. So there are many organizations that are starting up within our schools and also nationwide. One example is Whirlpool that makes washers and dryers. They're actually implementing washers and dryers into schools so children can wash their clothes there because their parents either don't have electricity on or they can't afford a washer or dryer. So just the basic things that we take for granted every single day, Whirlpool is putting this in and helping children to be able to have clean clothes and just be a child like everybody else. And like I said, they just do not have these amenities. It's just a harder life for them. The things we take for granted each and every day, these children are thinking about nonstop. We believe there needs to be an increase in these programs in school so children can succeed and do things in life and not just be taken down by things they cannot even control.
So what's currently being done? Currently in schools, they have free or reduced lunch. Actually, in Washington, Indiana, they are making it, and across the Southern Indiana board, they are making it to where all elementary schools and possibly junior high schools all have free lunch. That is currently implemented in Washington High School, or in Washington elementary schools. And also they have the after-school lunch program. So 3 to 4:30 p.m., students are allowed to go to the cafeteria, have free lunch, because that may just be their last meal until tomorrow until they get to school. They also have a summer lunch program that is also in Washington where they have summer lunch program. There is lunch every day, 11 to 3 p.m. in the high school and in the elementary schools. And also they have a trailer that goes around 2 days a week to different locations in town in case they have no way to get to the high school or the elementary schools because they may not have a car. Mom and dad may just not want to take them, or they don't care. And also in Washington, Indiana, we had the chance to speak with Barb Knapp, a teacher there, the co-founder, and myself of H3, or better known as Hatchets Helping Hatchets. When I was in high school, me and Miss Knapp created this program. It is a closet where students are able to go and get free clothes, free hygiene products, and school supplies. It is all anonymous. They submit a form online, and they can go down there whenever they need to. It's all donation-based, and anything helps them. So when I was in high school, I went up through the community, and I noticed, like, I take a lot of things for granted. I'm able to have those hygiene products. I'm able to take a shower. I'm able to come to school with clean clothes. As mentioned before, those students are coming to school not having a shower, being bullied because they smell, because they can't help it. They don't have those resources. And Whirlpool, as Kayla mentioned before.
So when we got to talk to Barb Nepp, she really gave us some facts and data about the situation. So 300 students have been helped just in Washington High School in 3 years. So that just shows you the need that in one high school, 300 students needed help with getting hygiene products and clothing and all that kind of thing. So just think about Southern Indiana. How many students are there out there that need this kind of help? Barb also said that these students have gained so much self-confidence by just being able to have clean clothes and not worry about people making fun of them, and they can just worry about school. She also mentioned that neighboring schools are actually contacting her, wanting to implement this program into their schools, that there is such a big need. Also, we talked to Dr. Roach, and he showed us about lunch rates. If you can see the free lunch, it's almost triple what free lunch is compared to students that have to pay for their lunch. So that just shows you the need. And there's a 90% increase in attendance with students that are getting this help.
So, that 4,000, with the implementation of these programs, not only across the U.S., but here in Southern Indiana, that 4,000 will go down. And I will say, this morning, when I was not able to do my hair, it put me into perspective. We take a lot of things for granted, and I'm definitely blessed to say that I was able to have those items and materials to be able to get myself ready every day. So, with H3 or similar programs across the U.S., these teachers, administrators, and students like us will be able to make a change. Thank you.